Alright guys, what's up? You're gonna notice we have a new a new little side project. We'll talk about this after. Main video will be on this. So if you're interested in dark energy, I'd probably say wait for the next video. But anyways, I'll give you a couple updates we have on dark energy. First of all, the HPA, the douchebag mags are being converted over to HPA. We picked up tap airsoft taps from e-bike. Hopefully that will be coming this week. He's also working on picking up a brand new, he's getting HPA system. I believe he's getting Ninja Redline amped. I had to ask around to see if that was still the best of the best, because I bought my setup, my rig 5-6 years ago, so I didn't know if that was still relevant. And just from talking to other people, it seems like it's still up there, so I'm glad to hear that. So he's working on that, and that will be the next update. So we're going to be changing the douchebag mags over, and the next thing we're going to do is we're going to be comparing the 601 versus the 598. The BBs finally came in, and what I did with, okay, first of all, 598 guys is really tight. I'd probably say it's the tightest that you can. HDI, first of all, is custom, guys. It's not like you go to, well, I could be wrong, but it's not like you go to stores and you can buy HDI. Maybe I need to back up on that, but it's just usually people will buy a 9-ball Maple Leaf, PDI, TNT. I think you guys understand what I'm saying. But the tightest you can get really is 600. 598. You gotta make sure you get good quality BBs. So I asked him, hey, what BBs do you like? What BBs do you use for barrels? And he said BLS. I started looking for BLS. I was hoping e-bike would have it, save on money, but they didn't. So I found these at Modern Airsoft. I believe they're based in San Diego. Ordered it online. Wasn't really bad price. I was worried these were going to be super expensive. I don't have any experience with BLS, but I know who they are. They've been around for a very long time. They're also, I'm pretty sure, the OEM of Perfects. I have a lot of experience with Perfects. The story about them is actually pretty funny. If you know the KWA/KSC Mac, was it Mac 10 or 11? Man, that's got to be 10 plus years old. I don't know. That's when they had they changed from NS1 to NS2. Anyways, the mags, I wasn't using Perfects back then, alright? So I was just using whatever BBs. I didn't really care about the BBs back then. And they were always jamming. I remember just getting so pissed. And some guy said I think he came HSB or Forum or whatever it was, hey, just try KSC Perfect. They're smaller diameter. I buy them, I don't have an issue. So I swear they purposely did that, little asshole thing to do, but whatever. Anyways, then I started learning about diameters, and like this is 595. I'm pretty sure the Perfects are actually smaller, but these are not cheap. Alright, Perfects have never been cheap, but I've always been buying them. I only use them on a special occasion, to be honest. What I did too is this I got from e-bike. I just bought a fresh bag because all the bags I have were kind of old. I was like, okay, let's just try it out. So that video will be a test on to see if the 598 versus 601, if we get better results, And the only reason I did that, the original reason I put him on 601 is I wasn't sure he was willing to buy a new set of BBs, because I never know that would customer. I don't know if you guys have. I've worked with some customers that have rice bags of BBs and they're not going to ever change, So then I try to work with that, Generally speaking, most of my builds I like people using 2.8s and above. And if you can spend a little more money, get some good BBs. Okay, I'm not going to talk about BB qualities because that video would be 500 hours, and there's so much you can research and do all that kind of stuff. Alright, so that, you probably just go on the forum for that, guys. Alright, that's a whole war I'm not getting into. Okay, so that's the 2 updates for dark energy. So if you're interested in dark energy, skip this video. This video is going to be mostly about this guy. His name is Lil Bitch, alright? I'm dead serious, alright? I think it's a funny ass name. I love the 3/8, okay? I am not a person that would, I think most people who have asked me, hey, I have a Wii, do I upgrade it? I think the only people that can get me to say upgrade it is anyone that has a 3/8, okay? I have 4 3/8s, I love them. I have 2 of the early generation and then 1 of the other generation. There's about 3 generations, I want to say. I'll show you the nozzle. Usually the nozzle, guys, in a hop-up unit, you can kind of tell. Okay, there's the blue nozzle. The original was black. Was it black, tan, blue, red? The red is the most current. That's like AW, EMG / WE. Those all kind of mixed up together, and they changed the diameter. Okay, regardless, the thing is, I love 3/8s. I have a 3/8 slide design. I've always wanted to make one for the high cap, but it's just, I would want Guns Bro or Guns Modified to make it. It's just, it costs a lot of money to start. Jesus, alright. I was cleaning up in here a little bit, so I got some dust. But anyways, the biggest problem with these guys, and I have it on my 4/3/8s, is the guide plug. Alright, this little bastard right here breaks so easy. It's just a piece of shit, and the only way to get around it really is either A, you CNC apart, or B, you start using 4/3 guide plugs. And I have used that in the past, but it looks awkward, to be honest, and it's just not sexy. I love how compact the 3/8 is, and that's all real bad. I was going to show you one of them, but anyways, I reached out on Instagram and I asked, hey, any CNC guy? Because what I did is I made a simple one on SolidWorks, not with this part. Okay, we don't need this part. And to be honest, I wanted to make it simple as hell so someone could just quickly do it. It's a 4-axis, 5-axis lathe. You can pop these out pretty fast. I don't have any of those. If I did, I probably would have just done it myself. And thankfully, a lot of people came to offer to help. So a big shout out to everybody that's offered to help. And I'm kind of in the, I guess, the waiting game now. Whoever does it first, and we'll see what happens. So I've just been keeping in contact. So we'll update when we get that done. It's a must. If you love the 3/8 and you want to run the 3/8, it is a must that you either A, get CNC or have backup of these. They break. I promise you, this will 100% break. I have broken all of mine. You're gonna be surprised, but the recoil on these 3/8s are just, they're nice. They got a little hefty kick to it. I feel like it's it's an irony kind of, because it's a little gun, but you feel like a badass. I don't know. I just love them. I don't know if you guys can tell how much I love them. Anyways, the second thing that sucks is the hop-up unit. Super common, breaks off all the time. Okay, you can see it's just, it's missing a nub. It's right here. People will ask, hey, can you still use it? Yes, you can, guys. You can. Just make sure the hop-up wheel isn't like moving when you have it. If it's completely tight and it's still moving, then you need to add a shim underneath the wheel, so to kind of lock it in place. All right, so choose a prefix position you want and then choose it from there. The other issue I have with these the 3/8s are I dislike the half hop up bucking and barrel assembly. I'm just not a fan of it. I never will be. Okay, and to be honest, the barrel is really crappy quality. Okay, the bucking is also different too as well. It's a little square. Just not a fan of it. Alright, you can see we have already upgraded his. Alright, that is probably the few things I would upgrade on the baby. First of all, brass hop up. You do have to twist it to get in. Alright, most you'll see they have this little screw thing. Alright, it's just like that. It comes off. It's easy to get in. The only thing I need to tell you guys is, if you're going to put a thread adapter on there, make sure when you're twisting and put it in, it's lined up properly in there. Don't have it. I'm trying to explain this. Okay, here's the thread adapter. Here's the inner barrel. Don't line it up here and then try to jam it in, because you will damage the crown. Make sure it's lined up first, like right here. Then you can lightly knock it in or twist it, put it in. So make sure it's guided properly. That's the one thing that I remember. I destroyed so many of my crowns back in the day, being an idiot, and it's not going in, So make sure you do that. You can see we have a brass hop up. We have a 97. This is a 4/3 inner barrel, so he's going to be running the suppressor. He's got this is his right here, a tracer, and I don't think he's going to be running all the time. So that's why I was like, okay, we can run a 97 here. Technically speaking, I don't know. No, yeah, a 5-inch would I don't think a 5-inch would pass because you got the first sensor here. I wonder if we could run a 5-inch, but I honestly don't think so. Yeah, no. Alright, we can't. I don't think we can do that. That'd be pushing it. Because you have to remember, this closes the gap. Okay, anyways, so that's the, that's the two things we're going to upgrade. The next thing we're going to be upgrading is, but I won't upgrade it until we get the plug, because this is the #1 culprit for any 3/8. And this is, the short stroke it comes up. We'll be changing this out to rubber, and I want to just, make it a little bit more softer. Okay, I don't have any on hand right now, but that'll be for the next video. Right now, what I'll do is I'll shoot it for you guys just to show you, and I'll show you another thing we did is on the Dark Energy we got rid of the gap with the compensator. We did the same thing here, but I had to go about it a couple different ways. There's kind of a couple of concepts I was working on for my BT, and that's this guy right here. I was going to do this. The funny thing is his actually fits in here, so I ended up printing another design just to go on top and cover it like this. So this could be a method, but you can see this is pretty bulky and big. But if you like Osprey, that's what this kind of looks like. That's what I designed it. But this was actually designed for this guy, the internals. I never finished it. You can see what it does is, and the problem is I have to make tabs on the top to lock it in, because I have the bottom locked in but I don't have the top, so I just didn't finish it. And I'm like, this is going to take too much time. I'm just showing you this guy, how this works. See, this goes in like that, and then you put this guy right here, and then so that's how this one works. I was going to do that, didn't work. Too much time. I'm not trying to drain his money. I'm trying to get, be reasonable. And this is, it's a side project. I'm not spending boku bucks on it. Okay, this is what I came up with. All right, I'm not sure if it's the best design, but for what it is and how little time it took, I was like, okay, we can do this. I think this is the right one. We don't want to see the gap here, so this is what we did. Oh no, wrong way. I had to do this little ring right here, guys, because of the button. I don't want to engage the button. At first, so this was the first one. You can see I forgot to do this, so I just dremelled it out to see, okay, fine. And I started making, this is first, second, third, this is the fifth. This one's too small. And then that's the fifth. Okay, there you go. So let me show you guys. We just didn't want to see the gap, and I was like, what's the way we can do it? And I was like, okay, this works. Okay, and are we threading on? Okay, there we go. And it's literally just held on by this. Alright, so, from far away, I don't think you guys can tell, but once you look up close, fine, but this is what I came up with, alright? I think it looks pretty good for what it is, alright? And as it's like a 15-minute print. It's not a big deal. It didn't take too long to do in SolidWorks to figure it out. And, it gets rid of that gap. We don't want to see the thread adapter into silver, so. And then I'll just, where's the mag? Where is the mag? Oh, also, we're going to open this. Alright, so this was like a quick little side project. This is for his CQB when he goes inside. And obviously, I don't think he'll be running this. This is just when he wants to run outside. Where's the mag, huh? Oh, okay. Alright. Got it over here. We'll just shoot a couple BBs for you guys. Show you that it actually works. I don't want to shoot it too much though, because man, I'm just that plug, man, I've broken, and I had extra plugs and I've broken so many. I just love the 3/8. Okay. Can you guys, I don't know if you can hear or feel, but it's just, the 3/8 are a monster. They just feel really good, okay? But yeah, so that's the 3/8. Now, this is another thing we picked up, and we got a cheap one. This is even cheaper than the O-Light. Alright, the O-Light was, I think, about $100 tax. This was probably, I think, 25. And he said, hey, I want something with strobe. So I started looking on Amazon, and finding something with strobe and cheap was a little bit hard. We didn't want to spend too much money. You can see where the problem is we spent obviously the most money on the brass and the PDI, but those are, and the great thing about that is he can just port that over to another high cap. So I think that's actually got more use than just for the baby. This is, I think it was called ADE Advanced Optic PL200. It was about 21, but then you got to do all the tax and all this stuff. And this SIDE has strobe function. Looks kind of cool, nice and compact. Okay, I'm assuming the light goes on here. Okay, what is this? A CR2, 750 milliamp. The reviews were good, so I'm hoping this is good. Oh, there we go. Alright, we got strobe. Not super strong, but for 25 bucks, okay. I'm okay with that. Let's see how it looks on here. We want it back further. So you just go in there. I'm gonna empty out the mag, and I'm gonna see how bad I'm just gonna put it myself. Okay, that's annoying as hell. All right. Yeah. So 25 bucks looks kind of cool. This guy, what else do they have? I just, it's so easy to work with Amazon. I always will tell people, hey, just give Amazon a shot. Guess what? We don't like it. He doesn't like it. Fine. We just return it. Not a big deal. It's got a 1-year warranty. The only problem I think with when you choose flashlights that aren't popular, I tried. By the way, guys, I tried looking for something to protect this. Couldn't find anything. Not even people were saying Airsoft Gateway, but the problem is they will only do it for the popular ones, and that's pretty much the bigger version and the X300s and the HL1s. I remember it's so we got Surefire, Streamlight, and O-Light. I think those are the three new. Well, not O-Light would be the new one, but the three most common ones that everyone uses. There's nothing for this guy, so. And I'm pretty sure there's going to be nothing for this guy too. I would have to check my 300. I have a 300 to see if it's the same size, but I'm pretty sure it won't work because it's like this cap that has to be moved and it goes on the inside. I forget how it works, but I'm pretty sure that won't work. So, alright, I think I've talked enough. That's just introduction to Little Bitch. Will we see any more Little Bitch? I don't think so. Our main goal was to up the FPS. We increased it a little bit, but it's just, guys, you have to remember, this is not a, it's a very small gun, and we're running a, what's it called? I totally blanked out. What the hell was I talking about? Ah, shit. I've already talked too much. Yeah, okay, I don't even know what the hell I was just talking about. Oh, we won't be upgrading his mag. This one is going to be left stock. Could he run a high flow valve in his setup? Yes, he can. Right? The most Wii's can run. They come with stronger hammer springs than stock TM, so I wouldn't be surprised if, what I want to do. Ooh, I'll probably ask him first. Is I want to try the douchebag mag in here and see what we get, FPS wise. Alright, this guy was shooting diddly shit. It was like 250 something. It wasn't much at all. So when we upgraded, we got about 270, 280. I want to get 300, but I'm gonna have to check around here. I don't want to upgrade the blowback unit and the loading nozzle. Cause the loading nozzle, the blue ones, guys, I actually like the blue ones and the tan ones. The problem is there's a couple different versions of the blue ones, so that's hard to get. And the tan ones, I haven't seen those in years. But those two I actually used to stack up on, so I like what it is currently. And then the suction cup, the old school style, guys, it is the best for FPS, increase. So I worry if we change that, we'll lose FPS. But what I might do is I might test a lightweight blowback unit here and see if I get better results, but I don't think we will. And I don't want to put that much money into here. The barrel and the brass hop up, I'm not worried about, because that can always be used in multiple builds, and that thing will last you a lifetime. Loading nozzle, blowback unit, different story. Okay, I will see you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this little update and the introduction to the little bitch. I love 3/8. One day I want to make my own 3/8 slice. I don't think they're ever going to do that. I love 4.3s, 3/8s, and tikis. Those are my go-to. I love small guns. All right, take it, you guys. I'll see you around.